clean your fan. It's going to make the airplane more efficient. It's going to make it last longer. It's just good maintenance to do on your aircraft. Hi pilots, it's your product specialist Wesley, and today's quick tip is about cleaning your fans in your aircraft. This isn't always something you'll think about, but for guys that fly off of grass strips, this is pretty important, especially in the morning when their dew is built up. You'll get a lot of stuff sucked up into that fan shroud, and it will affect the performance of your model. So today we're going to get into this airplane, pull the motor out and take a look at it. I've got about 100 flights here on the Eurofighter now. Now, most of mine are off of paved surfaces, but I have had some grass takeoffs and things. We're gonna see how dirty this one is and just give it a quick wipe down. It's a good thing for you to practice also. All right, pilots, first thing we need to do is take our 2 screws off that open up our access hatch here on the bottom of the Eurofighter. No matter what airplane you're doing, you're gonna need to do it the same way as long as it's one of our aircraft. If your access hatch is stuck, sometimes I find it a little bit easier if you'll take and put a little bit of a screwdriver head under here and just lift up on it. Now I've taken mine out several times for servicing in the past, so it's pretty easy to just pop that out. And once we get access to it, you can see my fan definitely has dust and the debris all over it right now. So we're gonna pull that loose. There's 6 screws around the fan. We just need to unscrew those real quick. Actually, good thing we were maintaining this right now. My screw mounts have actually come loose on my fan. I've had some pretty bad landings. So, while we're in here, I'm gonna glue my mounts back in. And you can really see, I mean, the inside of this is covered in dirt right now and debris. So it's a good thing we're getting in there to service this. All right, pilots, now that we have the inside of our bay opened up, I can see that it is pretty dusty in there. What I'm gonna do is take some compressed air and blow everything out. I've got my little shop air here. Headphone warning. Now, like I said before, my 2 motor tabs had actually come unglued, so it was a good thing we got in here to check this. I'm gonna put some glue on these and stick them back into the airplane now also. All right, now that we have those glued on, my actual fan, all the blades are pretty dirty on it. I've seen them a lot worse than this one. I've opened them up before, especially if you fly off of wet grass. These will just be caked. Let's just go on and grab our Allen key. This one is the 2.5 millimeters on these newer fans. And when I take these off for maintenance, I like to Loctite them too. Let's check to see if that was tight still. You just grab a hold of it, otherwise it spins. You gotta hold the end and turn that loose. Oh, it wasn't even very light. Yep, good thing we were in here doing some maintenance. Could have had that spin off in flight. All right, then you just take that little copper piece off. And then this is just press fit on there, so it should slide off just like that. Now we can get in here and really clean the fan good. Now what I like to use, and this is all to your own thing, but I use this. I got it at the local auto parts store. I use it in my cars. It's called sprayable leather. It's actually from Chemical Guys, and this stuff is dust repelling. It's like for your dashboard of your car. But I wipe this all over this plastic. It's safer plastic, and it definitely keeps everything very, very clean. Just gonna take that on a rag and give everything a good wiping down. Now it's time to reassemble our fan. One thing I'm gonna do is there's not very much Loctite on the screw that was holding our fan in. I'm gonna go on and give that a drop of this now that we've taken it out. Remember, you wanna use blue Loctite so you can actually get it off again. If you use red, it's on there forever. So don't use red. So we're gonna go on and key that down on there. Make sure it's in the notch. Good. Everything's clean. We're not hitting. Looks good. Then we're gonna take some of our blue thread lock. We don't need a lot of this, just a little bit. It's good. Let's see. There you go, just a little bit of thread lock on there. Now, we can slide everything back down in there. Make sure that you don't pinch any of your wires and that they all go down under the fan and nothing can get sucked into the fan. It is important. I cannot stress that enough. All right, so now it's time to get our fan reinstalled in the model. I will tell you, a magnetic screwdriver really helps. If you don't have one, you can always pick up our Benchcraft screwdriver magnetizer. So in this case, I kept dropping the screw down in here. So go ahead and grab this. You literally just take your screwdriver, whatever brand you want, and stick it in there. And now you have a magnetic screwdriver. And it's a very strong magnetic screwdriver now. So let's get our screws put back in. And then to demagnetize, you just put it through this side, just to show you. And now, oops, didn't get it all the way. Well, there's a little bit of residual on this screwdriver. There we go. And now it's demagnetized. Same thing, you can stick it in here now. And magnetized. Very good little tool for the workbench though. I use that all the time, guys. All the time. And we can get our hatch back on. All right, pilots, that was some super easy maintenance on the Eurofighter Typhoon. Remember, this quick tip is for any of your free wing models. Open those up every couple, 50 flights or so, especially off a grass field. Clean your fan. It's gonna make the airplane more efficient. It's gonna make it last longer. It's just good maintenance to do on your aircraft. All right, well, I hope you've enjoyed today's little quick tip. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Remember, whether it's land, sea, or air, Motion RC has everything you want. Bye, guys.